I'm trying every level of airplane food, including this caviar and wagyu I ate on a private jet with MrBeast, this business class flight where a professional chef cooks right in front of you, and everything in between. All starting with this $1 flight. Here's your dollar.
Clear for takeoff, let's go. And we are airborne. Here's your complimentary snack.
Oreos, nice. And while I do love Oreos, they don't come close to the 3 Michelin-starred plane food I'll be eating later in this video. You guys have any drinks?
Negative. Prepare for landing.
What? We just took off.
Dude, you only paid me $1.
Let's move on to our $100 flight. Our $100 flight is on Pokemon Air, where all the food is Pokemon themed. And I brought my friend Max for this one since he loves Pokemon just as much as I do.
I have never been more excited for a flight in my entire life.
If you've never heard of the Pokemon flight, it's probably because there are only 10 of these planes in the world and it's very difficult to book a seat. And given how cool all of this looks, I can totally understand why.
I mean, check out the boarding pass. There's Pikachu all over it.
If you think that's cool, just wait until you see the food.
I am very hungry.
The first thing they give us are these mixed snacks, which even though I haven't opened them yet, I already know it's gonna be better than the crushed Oreo I got on my last flight. Can you help me open mine?
I can help you.
Oh. I love rice crackers. This is the perfect pre-meal snack. Quick update, the captain just called himself Snorlax.
The first officer is Snorlax.
He also signed off by saying Pika Pika.
Pika Pika!
Here come the flight attendants, which means dinner is on the way.
Wow, they're even dressed like Pokemon trainers.
What do you recommend?
Definitely the yuzu fish rice.
Okay, let's do it.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you. This is my Pokemon meal. As you can see, my entree is the yuzu flavored fish and rice.
And this is my meal. I went with the teriyaki chicken.
We each got this Pokeball on our tray, and I have no idea what's inside, but keep watching because I'm gonna open this at the end of the meal.
No big deal, but I got the Master Ball.
The meal also came with some amazing looking fresh cut fruit. And for my drink, I got this apple juice in a really cool cup.
He's flying just like us.
And last but not least, we have this mystery bag here, which I'm guessing is either a toy or some kind of dessert, and this really cute Pikachu cookie. I also just want to point out how cool this placemat is. I'm probably going to take this home with me. Let's put some Pokemon on the TVs and get eating. The first question is how well they cooked this. Fish is, not bad looking. Definitely tender. How about the chicken?
Very saucy, nice and sweet. Really nice chicken thighs.
The rice that comes with mine is some of the most flavorful rice I've ever had.
Honestly, my rice was a little bit dry, but once you dip it in the sauce, it's amazing.
So far, how do you feel about the food on our $100 flight?
I am very impressed.
All right, let's open this because I want to get to the Pokeball. Oh, chocolates.
We got Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Mewtwo, Squirtle, Eevee, and Mudkip. What? Whoa, is this even chocolate?
While Max eats those chocolates, I'm gonna go ahead and have the Pikachu cookie. Look how cute he is.
This chocolate is amazing. There's like a little crunchy part inside.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I just completely bit Pikachu's head off.
Nick, I think you know what time it is.
Pokeball time. What?
Whoa.
They're Pokemon gummies.
Check out that little Pikachu.
Max, this has been the best flight ever.
I wish every flight was a Pokemon flight.
The next flight's not a Pokemon flight, but it did cost me $1,000, so the food better be good. Our $1,000 flight is on JetBlue, where they feature a small plates menu that lets you try lots of dishes all at once. So we're not in business class. We're not in first class either. This is mint. I don't even know what that means, but I do know I'm hungry. Here's the menu. I love that the flight attendants hand wrote their names on here. And if you look inside under small plates, you'll see I get to choose 3 out of 4 dishes, and it also comes with a few light bites as well as this dessert here. Apparently I order using the TV. We'll go with the lasagna, the cucumber salad, and the chicken milanese. For dessert, the vanilla gelato. That looks really good, by the way. I'm gonna compare this photo to the dessert they bring out later, and we'll see how similar they look. All right, it's time. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
This is what a $1,000 airplane meal looks like. I didn't get a white tablecloth here, but later in the video, there's gonna be white tablecloths and much, much crazier food. And because the menu said small plates, I thought it was gonna come out 1 dish at a time, but I actually like this. Let's go through these one by one. First, we've got this beautiful looking lasagna that's got freshly grated Parmesan cheese on top. It actually looks amazing. Then this chicken milanese, which comes with a fresh slice of lemon. Then a very fresh looking cucumber and tomato salad. This looks like something I would make at home for dinner. Look, there's even fresh basil in here. And our bread. It looks like a pretty normal piece of bread. Wish it was a little more toasted. It also looks like someone poked a hole in it. Let's eat. I'm gonna start with the lasagna. It's It's got some really nice clean layers to it, and with those layers, I'm getting lots of flavor. Literally, my only commentary about the lasagna is that I wish it was just a little bit hotter. It's a tiny bit cold, but if you can't tell, I loved it. Let's move on to the cucumber salad. They gave me a little packet of salt. I'm a little disappointed that it's not Osmo, but since mine's in the overhead bin, I'm gonna use it on here anyways. And speaking of Osmo, it's my seasoning company that uses the best ingredients in the world and makes your food taste instantly better without you doing anything. And the best part is, it's really easy to order online or pick some up at your local Walmart. So listen to the crunch. The only thing I don't love is that these tomatoes are a little on the soggy side, and I prefer fresh and crisp tomatoes. I saved the best looking small plate for last. This is the chicken Milanese. Like I said, I was very impressed by this juicy lemon slice they put on the side. And look at the texture on that chicken. How did they get it this crispy on an airplane? Let's see how it's cooked. To me, these gaps that you can see here mean that the chicken's dry and maybe a little bit overcooked. But never judge a chicken before you taste it. Now with some of the greens. Yeah, the chicken is definitely overcooked. The only thing saving it is this lemon wedge here, but as Gordon Ramsay might say, this chicken's so dry, it just asked me for moisturizer. Let's move to dessert. Thank you. Okay, let's compare this to that picture from earlier. I would say they look pretty darn similar. It's a vanilla gelato with strawberry compote and devil's food cake crumble. Creative. And what I love is that I can actually see the little specks of vanilla bean in this ice cream. This berry jam in here also looks amazing, and the devil's food cake crumble is very hard, so I'm hoping it'll give a nice crunch. Oh, there are pros and there are cons. The bad news is that the devil's food cake is sort of chewy, which unfortunately almost makes them taste a little bit stale. But the good news is the ice cream has lots of vanilla flavor and the strawberry jam is warm. I'd almost prefer just the ice cream and the jam, but for $1,000, I would have expected a little bit more. But let's keep moving and go to our $5,000 flight on Turkish Airlines, which is known for having some of the best food in the skies for one very simple reason. This guy right here. You see, Turkish Airlines is known for being the only airline with flying chefs on board, which means there's real professional chefs actually finishing and plating your meal right there on the plane. And in a little bit, I'll bring you to see what one of their airplane kitchens looks like. Here we go. Let me just say, the lounge had some of the best airport food I've ever seen. There was homemade manta, which is basically the Turkish version of ravioli. They had Turkish pita, which is very similar to pizza. There was a teppanyaki grill, which means there was this chef doing literal hibachi in the middle of the airport. And aside from the rest of the food and drinks in there, they even had a golf simulator and a flight simulator, which unfortunately made me really dizzy before the actual flight. And now, here I am. The seat is nice, very spacious, lots of room for activities. But the best part, they left me a gift. I'm excited. No way! It's a plane with my name on it. So far, for $5,000, this is seeming very worth it. Thank you. Hot towel. Great way to start a flight. As you know, we're on business class today, so not to flex, but they said this menu is for business class passengers only. Look how big the menu is. I feel like I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna take a look at the menu because the chef is coming down the line right now to take our orders. What are your favorite things on the menu?
I recommend today lamb chops.
I'll try the lamb chops. The chef took my order. His name's Vedat. He seems really cool. And I got an orange juice. 10 out of 10 orange juice. The chef invited me to the kitchen, so let's go. Okay, so there are two kitchens. This one is smaller and where they prepare all the appetizers, and we'll go to the other one in a minute. And look at this, the captain is hanging out in here with us.
Yeah.
They're about to serve our appetizers using these trolleys here. I think the coolest part is that they have these nice candles. Here is the second kitchen where they do all the entrees. As you can see, most of the food needs to be cooked on land since you're not allowed to actually cook with an open flame on an airplane, but it's still so much effort to be doing all of this at 35,000 feet up in the air. I will say though, this still feels like a real professional kitchen. The chef is moving fast. Chef, thank you. Thank you. Looks like we're getting our first bite. Here we have some traditional Turkish cheese bread, an eggplant tart, and a meatball. And I even got some tea. Oh, I didn't put the tea bag in yet. Tea tastes a lot better when you actually remember to put in the tea bag. Cheese bread's delicious. The eggplant tartlet is actually my favorite so far. The meatball, a little bit too hard, but the seasoning is incredible. Oh, look, bread. Looks like I actually got two breads. One is a sesame bread. The other is apparently the world's oldest bread. I love the little sack that it comes in. It feels very, very heavy for a piece of bread. Little butter. I don't like it. Too healthy. I'm gonna try the sesame bread instead. This one is much better, and what a great view to be eating a slice of bread with. All right, here come the official appetizers now. You can pick whatever you want from this cart right here. And as you can see, the chef is actually finishing these tableside. I have never seen this on an airplane before. It's like a fancy buffet in the sky. I asked if he could just put a little bit of everything on my plate. I got shrimp, some vegetables, it looks like some grilled chicken, and then there's this salad that comes in this real nice heavy glass bowl. The shrimp, cooked perfectly, which is great because most shrimp is overcooked. The grilled chicken, just slightly overcooked, but the flavor is amazing. Let's move on to the entree. This is the lamb. And the first thing I'll say is that's a huge piece of lamb. I'm pretty sure this is scalloped potatoes, and this is the pepper that we saw the chef plating earlier. This is an insane food to be eating on an airplane. This is so fancy. And I love potatoes like this. They're buttery, creamy. That might be the best thing I've had today. Perfect amount of cheese, not too light, not too heavy, and the potatoes are really thin. I'm pretty hungry and there's still 12 hours left on the flight, so I ordered the swordfish and this ravioli, because why not? The swordfish comes with some grilled vegetables and some mashed potatoes, and it looks like it's on a bed of tomatoes and eggplant, kind of like a ratatouille. That's a good looking bite. I'm not the biggest fan of swordfish, but this is good. As for the ravioli, this looks like it came from a fancy Italian restaurant. Look at that fresh basil, and the ravioli is beautifully shaped. Oh, here they come with the dessert trolley. Same thing as the appetizers, you can pick as many desserts as you want. I will have whatever you recommend.
Eclair.
No way he's pouring the chocolate on tableside. Look at that eclair. Here it is, my final bite on my $5,000 flight. Oh. Look at all that cream. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna lick the plate clean. Update, just before landing, the chef dropped off this amazing cake, but I've got another flight to catch. Up next is our $10,000 first-class flight on Japan Airlines, which is known for serving Japanese food better than what you can get at most restaurants. But before we board their brand new A350 plane, I need to show you the pre-flight lounge, because it had a full sushi omakase counter that was completely free. The chef was probably one of the nicest and funniest chefs I've ever met, and he was making sushi fresh to order and told me I could order as many pieces as I wanted. I also got some Japanese beef curry, grabbed a towel from this automatic wet towel dispenser, and then ate all by myself in this really beautiful dining area before eventually getting on the plane. Here's the menu, and the first thing I notice is how many different chefs are a part of making this menu. These aren't just random chefs. Many of them have 3 Michelin stars. I was gonna let you look at the menu, but the food's already here, so let's just get started. The first dish is a bite of Japanese hairy crab, and if you don't know what that is, many people think it's the most flavorful and delicious crab in the world. I'm gonna stop talking and just eat. I don't know what this orange sauce is, but it's amazing. I can't think of a way they could have started this meal off any better. And by the way, if any of those clips were a little bumpy, the captain said we're passing through a few clouds, but that it should smooth out in just a minute. I just wanted to tell you that I'm trying my best. Here's our second course. We've got some yuzu miso chicken, some soy marinated salmon eggs, these fancy matsutake mushrooms, some Japanese beef tongue, delicious, and this crunchy root vegetable that's in truffle sauce. I'm gonna eat these in order. The yuzu miso sauce on this chicken is amazing. Moving on to one of my favorites, beautiful salmon eggs. These little things in the middle are called ginkgo nuts. I find them to be a little bitter, but they're famous in Japan. Eating this is like if you put the flavor of salmon and some butter and then add a little bit of soy sauce. It's just pure, fatty, creamy flavor. I can't believe I'm having this on a plane. I think I'm taking too long to film here, so I'm just gonna eat the rest of this stuff really quick because I think the flight attendants are waiting on me and I don't wanna slow down everyone else's meal. Wait a second. The truffle sauce in this dish right here, it doesn't even make sense how good this is. That is one of the 10 best tasting sauces I've ever had. The next course is a soup that's just got this big lobster meatball floating in the middle of it. You know, I didn't really used to like soup, but sort of been growing on me lately. The only thing I really taste here is lobster, and look how juicy this ball is. We're not even on the main course yet, and this next dish apparently comes with a full tin of caviar. Does this not feel a little crazy to anybody, just eating this caviar in my airplane seat? I'm gonna do something I probably shouldn't do here, but there's nobody here to share this with me, so I'm going to put the entire tin of caviar into this dish. How am I supposed to get used to eating again in real life after this? I realized I never explained the dish. It's a boiled surf clam with eggplant, and now lots and lots of caviar on top. Here's what the clam looks like up close. I realized that I closed my eyes before I even took the bite because I knew it was gonna be that good. The clam is crunchy and sweet, but that's all balanced out by the richness and saltiness of the caviar. And here's the eggplant. It kind of looks like kiwi, but you're just gonna have to trust me that it's eggplant. Whoa. The eggplant is the star of the show on this one. Didn't see that coming. This shouldn't be allowed. This is too much. This is what the entree looks like on a $10,000 flight. We've got miso soup, some deep fried tile fish, a side of fancy Japanese white rice, and some pickled vegetables. I'm gonna put some rice on the fish. Beautiful bite right there. And they've done it again. The fish, cooked to perfection. Cooked to the level of any fine dining restaurant that I've ever been to. Can't stop eating. Before dessert, Japan Airlines is also famous for their ramen, so guess what we're gonna do? I did it. And I feel like I should eat this with a movie. I think I'm gonna go with Toy Story. Wait, what? Does that mean I can watch this with speakers that are in the seat? This is them. Look at that. To all of you watching with me right now, we have officially made it. This is the life. Ramen and a movie, what more could you want? There's even a perfect sunset out of my neighbor's window. First, let's try the broth. This is kind of like having that first piece of bread at a restaurant. It's a good sample of how good your meal's gonna be. Ooh, look at how fatty that broth is. It's packed with so much flavor. The noodles are amazing too. The only complaint I have is that I wish I had more broth. I wish every flight could be like this, but they can't. So let's move on to dessert. We've got shaved frozen grapes with salted cream cheese and puffed rice. I have a question. Who likes red grapes better and who likes green grapes better? How about this? Subscribe if you like red grapes and like the video if you like green grapes. Personally, I like red grapes better, so this is a dessert that I kind of wish I could eat every day. I'm gonna go to bed now to get some sleep before my next flight, but just promise me you're not gonna judge me for still sleeping with my baby blanket. True story, I've slept with it every single night since I was born, and my life goal is to go to bed with it every single night for the rest of my life. And that brings us to our final flight, which is technically priceless, because I'm flying on a private jet with MrBeast, where we'll have a multi-course meal cooked by the former sous chef of the #1 restaurant in the world.
Oh, hey.
Hey, chef.
I'm Chef Andrew Black. I've got a 6-course menu for you today. Every course has got chocolate in it. It's really delicious.
What kind of chocolate?
Feastables, of course.
Okay, I was about to jump out the plane.
I gotta run back to the kitchen, but I'll be right back with your
Sounds
first
good.
course.
Okay, let's go. 6-course Feastables meals.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Captain.
Good.
Welcome aboard. Nice to have you with us today. We'll be cruising at 45,000 feet, about 2-hour flight over to Boston.
Okay.
And welcome aboard. If there's anything I can get for you, don't
I
hesitate to
am
ask.
terrified of planes. Have you ever been in a plane wreck?
No.
Why would you pause?
Why would you ask that before we're about to take off?
By the way, I hear that you guys have some great food. If you have any extras, bring it up to the
Okay.
flight deck. We'd
I
love
mean,
it.
say
All
no more.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If
Bye-bye.
there's turbulence, no food.
Okay.
First course.
Whoa.
Your first
Wait, he's
course.
getting right into it.
Is a milk chocolate tart with imperial obstetric caviar and market herbs.
Thank you, chef.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I don't know if you guys have ever tried caviar, but I'll just put that right there.
Oh, the whole thing.
Oh, well, wait, is there like
Well,
chocolate?
if you scoop off the caviar,
Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop off the caviar. Not really a big fan of fish eggs.
this thing is beautiful. I'm going.
It does look good.
Oh my gosh, with chocolate caviar?
Wait, you like caviar?
Oh yeah. Look at the
Ooh.
cross section of that. That is Feastable's chocolate ganache with caviar on top.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
It reminds me of my mom used to make like chocolate pie back in the day. I think there's just a little bit of whipped cream and this is perfect.
I will be honest, I knew Jimmy didn't like caviar, but this was my best and last attempt to try to get him to eat it.
I am tasting a little too much caviar. I'll just put that down. Oh,
I promise the second course, Jimmy, will not have caviar on it.
okay. Wait, this has chocolate on it? Tell me about it. What is this?
Lobster carpaccio with cocoa nib vinaigrette and pomegranates.
Lobster what?
Carpaccio. So we steam it lightly, take it out of the shell.
And then you like pound it down? Ah, so this bottom part is a lobster.
Do you like lobster?
Oh, I love lobster.
Oh,
I'm
let's
so
go.
excited about this.
Thank
okay.
you, chef. First of all, have you ever thought of putting lobster and chocolate together?
No.
Right.
I've also never seen lobster in the shape of a pizza like this. See how it's like a pizza lobster? What did he say, carpaccio?
Carpaccio, yeah.
Yeah, pizza.
No.
All right, let's try this bad boy.
Let's see. Oh,
I'm going in for a big first bite.
I love this course. I don't think I mentioned this to you yet, but Chef Andrew was the sous chef at the #1 restaurant in the world, so he
I
is
don't.
not messing around.
Would it be bad if I told him I wish the lobster was slightly more cooked?
There is cooked steak coming up.
Here,
soon.
answer this. Do you like your steak red or do you like it to taste like a tire?
I like in the middle at medium.
Yeah, see, I like mine when it tastes like a tire.
Okay. Chef, I'm not joking about this. Can you please cook his steak closer to extra well done?
You want me to?
If it doesn't taste like a tire, I'm not eating it.
Well, keep watching if you want to see what MrBeast's well done Wagyu steak looks like.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Any guesses as to what this is?
Wait, is this pasta with chocolate and mushrooms?
This is a handmade chocolate pasta
Ooh.
with brown butter, hazelnuts, and black truffle cheese.
Thank you. Okay. I've never had chocolate pasta, but that sounds pretty good.
It looks really good, and trust me, it is really good. Ooh, you'd think chocolate and pasta wouldn't make any sense.
I like it. This is my favorite one so far. This is good.
So far, I agree with you. This one is my favorite.
This definitely works.
Did you try the crispy sage leaves on the side?
I'm not a leaf guy.
Okay.
I leave those for the squirrels.
Ooh.
Woo!
Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. I don't see any red. That's my boy.
All right, your 5th course is chocolate roasted Wagyu.
Wow.
with
Chocolate
roasted
roasted?
wild mushrooms, potatoes, and beef jus.
Thank you.
Dang.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
All right, I'm not even waiting. I want to dig in. Oh,
Oh,
it's dripping chocolate.
Oh,
Let's give her a
man.
try.
That is insane.
Oh my gosh. It's perfect.
The chocolate sauce is the perfect color, perfect consistency, but I can also taste the cocoa rub on the outside of the steak. Is yours well done?
Mine is chewy, which is good.
I don't know anyone who's ever requested a chef, especially this caliber of chef, to cook their Wagyu until it tastes like a tire.
Well, people don't know what good food tastes like. By the way, did you know I'm also a master chef?
You are, huh?
Wait, why'd you say it like that? Gordon Ramsay trained Nick.
Okay.
And then Nick trained me. So in a way, Gordon Ramsay trained me. So I can update my Instagram bio to say trained by Gordon Ramsay.
Dessert time.
Dessert time.
Ooh.
Wow.
Is this cheesecake?
This is a marbled ricotta cheesecake with dark chocolate and a salted pretzel crust.
And to be clear, we have not one, but I believe 2 desserts.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so cheesecake. How do we feel about cheesecake?
I love cheesecake. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Little gold too.
Oh. I mean, what are we doing?
That's crazy.
This is really good.
Pretend you're like the most important food critic in the world.
Okay.
How would you describe this cheesecake right now?
I mean, soft, and then you bite down and you get to the crust. It tastes a little pretzel-y, sweet. It's good. Just good.
And that was coming from the best food critic in the world.
Your go. How would you describe it?
I would describe it as a marbled cheesecake that perfectly strikes the balance between fluffy and creamy without having any particular flavor that overpowers another. The crust has just the right... Okay, that's nice. Real nice.
Oh, did you finish it?
Real nice.
Final
Ooh,
course.
Ooh.
Before you say anything, chef, this looks very similar to the dish that Jimmy made when I did the video with him trying to turn him into a pro chef.
Try when you did.
This looks a little bit cleaner, I will say.
I could turn a blind eye to some of the things, but
Right, yep, but I just wanted to have Jimmy see what it looks like when a real chef makes this dish.
Final course, we've got dark chocolate mousse with whipped cream and grated dark chocolate feastables on top.
Here we go. That's the one.
the top part's cold. The bottom is a little warmer. It's nice.
What was your rating on this final dish?
Let's be real. It's not as good as the one I made in our video. Right?
Okay.
The one I made's a 10 out of 10.
Sure.
Then this, I would say, is a close, like 9 out of 10.
So we're using yours as the gold standard, and then right under that is this one right here.
Yeah.
Got it. Makes sense.
We never fed the captain.
Oh, you want to give him some cake?
You want to give him your leftover cake?
Sure, I'll give him the cake.
Yeah, you got it. I'll just keep my leftover cake.
Does anyone want a bite of cake?
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go to bed. Why is the sun so bright? Don't worry, I already did the outro for you.
Oh, good. Perfect. Then bye, guys.